Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. Let me get out of the forklift here. What's going on, everybody? We're in the paint department, as you can see, and that was just staged for dramatic effect. I wouldn't know how to operate that forklift right there. Anyway, hope everyone had a good weekend. We're in the paint department. Last week, where were we? The cabinet shop. Last week, we were in the cabinet shop. This week, we are in the paint department, and there's a lot going on. We got a lot to show you, so stick with us. Coach 1361 here, right next to us. This is going to be an awesome paint job. This is an X3, very custom coach. So the paint's just going to be incredible. Anyway, it's about to be cleared. Look at this paint job over here, you guys. I think John was showing you before we went, before I came in. Isn't that beautiful? And 3/4 of it is all black, all the way down to the front. Very cool. All right, let's go this way. We got a lot to show you. We got to get it in. One thing I want to show you, I've been down here with Abigail and John for the last half hour, waiting to go live with you guys. And we've been watching the paint team here at Marathon do a lot of work. John, show them in here how much time and effort goes into just masking off the cockpit. This coach is headed down to the production floor in probably a week, maybe a little bit less. But look at how much work goes into getting everything set up just to keep everything clean and ready. A lot of masking, a lot of paper, properly done. Very cool. All right. This coach is about to be pulled into stall 1. Here at Marathon in Coburg at the headquarters, we've got 4 60-foot booths. So that's one of the cool things about our paint department. We don't have to move the coaches to another facility or to another building or another town. It's all done in this one building. We're blessed with the ability to be able to do that. And it also ensures that the coach stays right here locally so that production happens right after it's painted. We're gonna, what I was telling you in here, they were just replacing all the filters. That's one of the things, these booths, they collect a lot of dust. So you really want to make sure that the filters are changed on a regular basis. So that's one thing we were watching the guys doing. Let me show you something really cool. Let's go over here. We're gonna go over here. All right. Fiberglass department over here, but that's not what I wanted to show you. Marathon we don't just paint coaches. We paint, we've painted motorcycles and golf carts and all that. But trailers, take a look at this. Here is a trailer that we are painting with a custom paint scheme for a customer. And I've had this question asked a lot of times. This is a triple axle trailer. A lot of people have asked, do you paint trailers? Will you paint a trailer to match my coach? Absolutely. Here's one that's masked up and being ready to be sprayed. So that's really cool to be able to show you that because that's something I get asked a lot. And yeah, I want everyone to know we definitely do paint trailers. And there's one right in there that's about to be sprayed. All right. We're going to head into the depths. Let's go this way. Hopefully we shouldn't have any Wi-Fi issues. 1361, getting ready to go in. I'm going to show you one of the coaches that I am really excited about. I think I've mentioned it before. It's in booth 4. Actually, we can go around here, take a look at this. They're doing a complete cleaning of bay 1 or stall 1 or booth 1. I guess I should say booth 1, right? You see those new filters down there at the very end. What a cool thing to be able to paint our coaches right here in this building. All right. Let's go down here. I'm going to show you 1366 is right in here. Take a look at this, you guys. This is one we've talked about that's coming up. This one is going to be headed to the production floor real soon. And this is going to have one of the more elaborate paint jobs that we've ever done. And I don't want to give too much away because we'll have a reveal show. And I don't want the owner, because this is a custom coach, I don't want him to see too much before. But there's a lot of work going on this right now. John, let's go out here and walk around to the other side. This is the cool coach 1106. 1106 is in here for some repair. It's got some nice texturing on the side. Take a look at the stars of the American flag over here. This is going to be one of those coaches that people talk about. This is going to be one of those coaches that we will show you in depth when it's completed. Wow, it's going to be great. All right, John, let's go back this way. Watch your step. All right, let's go this way. Very, very busy department. This is something I've shown before, but here's a fender. So we build these in-house and we can paint them in-house. So what, you know, if they're damaged or if somebody wants to upgrade, this is a specific style, kind of that vintage Corvette look. Or if they've got this look and they want to go to something that's a little bit more traditional, we could do that because we build them right here in-house. All right. What you see here is a coach that's being shell prepped to go into paint. Now, one of the things that takes a lot of time is you have to sand down the sides of the coach because you want to make sure that you're painting on an even surface. And although they come from Prevo, very ready to paint, they still take a little bit more finishing to make sure, go ahead, John, I'll follow you, to make sure that all of the edges, all of the surfaces are even and ready. And so you're looking at an H3 double slide. And as you can see, there's a lot of sanding that went into this to get it down to a real even surface. Very nice. And that's just it. It's not just pulling it in and painting it. Let's go out this door, you guys, and see if there's something out in service we can look out before we say goodbye for the week. It's always cool to come to the paint department because they're doing everything from new coaches to pre-owned, to remodels, to repaints, to repairs. So there's always a lot going on. What you see here, this is where all the stainless polishing happens in this bay. There's nothing in here right now, but we have a bay dedicated just for stainless polishing. Okay, come on out. All right. And then we're back outside on the west side of the building. This is the backside of service, or if you're a Disney fan, the backside of water. Were there any questions, Abigail, that we wanted to reference while we had some time?
Yeah, we had a couple questions. Ron DeMario says, Mal, I've been wanting to ask this question. Does the design team or the art department ever do an artist rendering of a future Prevost bus prototype?
So Ron's asking an interesting question about prototypes. For the most part, no. We will not. We get what Prevost is building is what we build on. We build on the Prevost chassis. So I hope I'm answering Ron's question correctly. But basically what it is when Prevost does an update, like 2 years ago, we had the new X3. It was about 2 years ago. We waited until we got that new X3, and then we did some paint renderings on the updated X3 chassis.
And then one other question we have, Larry Fisk wants to ask, just curious how long a complete paint job takes from start to finish.
That's a great question. Larry's asking a question that a lot of people like to talk about. How long does a paint job take? And all of that depends on the complexity of that paint job. A paint job that is a single color could take, let's walk this way. I'll show you one of the most dynamic paint jobs that Marathon's done in a very long time. John, I'll walk alongside you here. So Larry's asking a great question. Paint jobs can take anywhere between 25 days and 35 days. Some more elaborate paint jobs, they go up in days. Also, you have to take into consideration, is it a holiday week? Does the staff work on a Friday and Monday? Depending on, like Christmas week or Thanksgiving, we lose some days, things like that. But yeah, it's on the average, you should just get into your head that it takes anywhere between, on the average, let's just say 30 days. 30 days for a Marathon paint job. I think all of you will agree that Marathon has really stepped it up over the last couple of years on their paint jobs. I think Marathon has always done a very good job on their paint jobs. I think they've gotten more aggressive. That's the term I'm going to use. Over the last couple of years, Marathon has gotten a whole lot more aggressive when it comes to paint design and being able to paint different features into that coach. And I think a lot of people have noticed that. Let's go right in here. All right. We're going to stop right here, and I'm going to let John get a long shot of this coach. This paint job was designed to emulate a race car. Take a look at that. How aggressive is that? I just love what was designed. Now, Sarah Fiddler from our marketing team worked on this along with the customer. The client had an idea in mind, and they worked on this together. And it's simple and aggressive and dynamic all at the same time. It's really, really cool. And it's got a Marathon logo that's ghosted in. It's just really, really cool. And that is an example of the power of Marathon. Here in Coburg, it's done in this building. This was painted a couple of weeks ago and then came down to the production floor. And so, excuse me, it's really cool to be able to see it go from a bare shell like we saw that H3 double slide being prepared to painted like this. and then brought down to the production floor, which it will stay for the next 4 or 5 months as we build the custom coach inside. That being said, everybody, that is why I want to highlight the paint department a lot, because they do so much different work and they do amazing work here at Marathon. Be yourself and do good things. I'm going to get out of here for the week. Hope everyone is having a good one. I'll see you next Monday. Reach out to me if you're looking to sell your coach, get into a coach. MALW, that's MalW at marathoncoach.com. That's my email. If you're in Florida, if you're in Texas, if you're in Oregon, we've got locations all over. Stop in, say hello to the staff there. Let us know if what you're looking to do, getting on the road, enjoying being in a marathon. Take care, everybody.